The Complete Works of William Shakespeare by William Shakespeare. Act 4. Scene I. Troy. A street. Enter, at one side, Aeneas and servant with the torch, at another Paris, Deiphobus, Antenor, Diomedes the Grecian, and others, with torches. Paris. See ho! Who is that there? Deiphobus. It is the Lord Aeneas. Aeneas. Is the prince there in person? Had I so good occasion to lie long as you, Prince Paris, nothing but heavenly business should rob my bedmate of my company. Diomedes. That's my mind too. Good morrow, Lord Aeneas. Paris. A valiant Greek, Aeneas, take his hand, witness the process of your speech, wherein you told how Diomed, a whole week by days, did haunt you in the field. Aeneas. Health to you, valiant sir, during all question of the gentle truce. But when I meet you armed, as black defiance as heart can think or courage execute. Diomedes. The one and other Diomed embraces. Our bloods are now in calm, and so long health. But when contention and occasion meet, by Jove, I'll play the hunter for thy life with all my force, pursuit, and policy. Aeneas. And thou shalt hunt a lion that will fly with his face backward. In humane gentleness, welcome to Troy. Now, by Anchises' life, welcome indeed. By Venus' hand I swear no man alive can love in such a sort the thing he means to kill, more excellently. Diomedes. We sympathize. Jove let Aeneas live, if to my sword his fate be not the glory, 1,000 complete courses of the sun. But in mine emulous honor let him die with every joint a wound, and that tomorrow. Aeneas. We know each other well. Diomedes. We do, and long to know each other worse. Paris. This is the most despiteful gentle greeting, the noblest hateful love, that e'er I heard of. What business, lord, so early? Aeneas. I was sent for to the king, but why I know not. Paris. His purpose meets you. 'Twas to bring this Greek to Calchas' house, and there to render him, for the unfreed Antenor, the fair Cressida. Let's have your company, or, if you please, haste there before us. I constantly believe, or rather call my thought a certain knowledge, my brother Troilus lodges there tonight. Rouse him and give him note of our approach, with the whole quality wherefore, I fear we shall be much unwelcome. Aeneas. That I assure you, Troilus had rather Troy were born to Greece than Cressida born from Troy. Paris. There is no help, the bitter disposition of the time will have it so. On, lord, we'll follow you. Aeneas. Good morrow all. Exit with servant. Paris. And tell me, noble Diomed, faith, tell me true, even in the soul of sound good fellowship, who in your thoughts deserves fair Helen best, myself, or Menelaus? Diomedes. Both alike. He merits well to have her that doth seek her, not making any scruple of her soilure, with such a hell of pain and world of charge, and you as well to keep her that defend her, not palating the taste of her dishonor, with such a costly loss of wealth and friends. He like a puling cuckold would drink up the lees and dregs of a flat tamed piece. You, like a lecher, out of whorish loins are pleased to breed out your inheritors. Both merits poised, each weighs nor less nor more, but he as he, the heavier for a whore. Paris. You are too bitter to your countrywoman. Diomedes. She's bitter to her country. Hear me, Paris. For every false drop in her body veins a Grecian's life hath sunk. For every scruple of her contaminated carrion weight a Trojan hath been slain. Since she could speak, she hath not given so many good words breath as for her Greeks and Trojans suffered death. Paris. Fair Diomed, you do as chapmen do, dispraise the thing that you desire to buy, but we in silence hold this virtue well, will not commend what we intend to sell. Here lies our way. Exeunt. Scene 2. Troy. The court of Pandarus' house. Enter Troilus and Cressida. Troilus. Dear, trouble not yourself, the morn is cold, Cressida. Then, sweet my lord, I'll call mine uncle down, he shall unbolt the gates. Troilus. Trouble him not, to bed, to bed. Sleep kill those pretty eyes, and give as soft attachment to thy senses as infants empty of all thought. Cressida. Good morrow, then. Troilus. I prithee now to bed. Cressida. Are you aweary of me? Troilus. O Cressida! But that the busy day, whacked by the lark, hath roused the ribald crows, and dreaming night will hide our joys no longer, I would not from thee. Cressida. Night hath been too brief. Troilus. Beshrew the witch! With venomous wights she stays as tediously as hell, but flies the grasps of love with wings more momentary swift than thought. You will catch cold, and curse me. Cressida. Prithee tarry. You men will never tarry. O foolish Cressid! I might have still held off, and then you would have tarried. Hark! There's one up. Pandarus. Within. What's all the doors open here? Troilus. It is your uncle. Enter Pandarus. Cressida. A pestilence on him. Now will he be mocking. I shall have such a life. Pandarus. How now, how now? How go maidenheads? Here, you maid. Where's my cousin Cressid? Cressida. Go hang yourself, you naughty. Mocking uncle. You bring me to do, and then you flout me too. Pandarus. To do what? To do what? Let her say what. What have I brought you to do? Cressida. Come, come, beshrew your heart. You'll ne'er be good, nor suffer others. Pandarus. Ha ha! Alas, poor wretch! Ah, poor Capocchia! Hast not slept tonight? Would he not, a naughty man, let it sleep? A bugbear take him. Cressida. Did not I tell you? Would he were knocked ith head! One knocks. Who's that at door? Good uncle, go and see. My lord, come you again into my chamber. You smile and mock me, as if I meant naughtily. Troilus. Ha! Ha! Cressida. Come, you are deceived, I think of no such thing. Knock. How earnestly they knock! Pray you come in, I would not for half Troy have you seen here. Exeunt Troilus and Cressida. Pandarus. Who's there? What's the matter? Will you beat down the door? How now? What's the matter? Enter Aeneas. Aeneas. Good morrow, lord, good morrow. Pandarus. Who's there? My lord Aeneas? By my troth, I knew you not. What news with you so early? Aeneas. Is not Prince Troilus here? Pandarus. Here. What should he do here? Aeneas. Come, he is here, my lord, do not deny him. It doth import him much to speak with me. Pandarus. Is he here, say you? It's more than I know, I'll be sworn. For my own part, I came in late. What should he do here? Aeneas. Who, nay then? Come, come, you'll do him wrong ere you are ware, you'll be so true to him to be false to him. Do not you know of him, but yet go fetch him hither, go. Re-enter Troilus. Troilus. How now? What's the matter? Aeneas. My lord, I scarce have leisure to salute you, my matter is so rash. There is at hand Paris your brother, and Deiphobus, the Grecian Diamd, and our Antenor delivered to us, and for him forthwith, ere the first sacrifice, within this hour, we must give up to Diomedes' hand the lady Cressida. Troilus. Is it so concluded? Aeneas. By Priam and the general state of Troy. They are at hand, and ready to effect it. Troilus. How my achievements mock me! I will go meet them, and, my lord Aeneas, we met by chance, you did not find me here. Aeneas. Good, good, my lord, the secrets of neighbor Pandar have not more gift in taciturnity. Exeunt Troilus and Aeneas. Pandarus. Is possible? No sooner got but lost? The devil take Antenor. The young prince will go mad. A plague upon Antenor. I would they had broke's neck. Re-enter Cressida. Cressida. How now? What's the matter? Who was here? Pandarus. Ah! Cressida. Why sigh you so profoundly? Where's my lord? Gone? Tell me, sweet uncle, what's the matter? Pandarus. Would I were as deep under the earth as I am above. Cressida. Oh, the gods! What's the matter? Pandarus. Pray thee get thee in. Would thou hadst ne'er been born! I knew thou wouldst be his death. Oh, poor gentleman! A plague upon Antenor. Cressida. Good uncle, I beseech you, on my knees I beseech you, what's the matter? Pandarus. Thou must be gone, wench, thou must be gone. Thou art chound for Antenor. Thou must to thy father, and be gone from Troilus. 'Twill be his death, 'twill be his bane, he cannot bear it. Cressida. O you immortal gods! I will not go. Pandarus. Thou must. Cressida. I will not, uncle. I have forgot my father. I know no touch of consanguinity, no kin, no love, no blood, no soul so near me as the sweet Troilus. O you gods divine, make Cressida's name the very crown of falsehood, if ever she leave Troilus. Time, force, and death, do to this body what extremes you can, but the strong base and building of my love is as the very center of the earth, drawing all things to it. I'll go in and weep. Pandarus. Do. Cressida. Tear my bright hair, and scratch my praised cheeks, crack my clear voice with sobs and break my heart with sounding Troilus. I will not go from Troy. Exeunt. Scene 3. Troy. A street before Pandarus' house. Enter Paris, Troilus, Aeneas, Deiphobus, Antenor, and Diomedes. Paris. It is great morning, and the hour prefixed for her delivery to this valiant Greek comes fast upon. Good my brother Troilus, tell you the lady what she is to do, and haste her to the purpose. Troilus. Walk into her house. I'll bring her to the Grecian presently, and to his hand when I deliver her, think it an altar, and thy brother Troilus a priest, there offering to it his own heart. Exit. Paris. I know what 'tis to love, and would, as I shall pity I could help. Please you walk in, my lords. Exeunt. Scene 4. Troy. Pandarus' house. Enter Pandarus and Cressida. Pandarus. Be moderate. Cressida. Why tell you me of moderation? The grief is fine, full, perfect, that I taste, and violenteth in a sense as strong as that which causeth it. How can I moderate it? If I could temporize with my affections or brew it to a weak and colder palate, the like allayment could I give my grief. My love admits no qualifying dross, no more my grief, in such a precious loss. Enter Troilus. Pandarus. Here he comes. Ah, sweet ducks! Cressida. Embracing H. Im. O Troilus! Troilus! Pandarus. What a pair of spectacles is here! Let me embrace too. O heart, as the goodly saying is, O heart, heavy heart, why sighst thou without breaking? Where he answers again, because thou canst not ease thy smart by friendship nor by speaking. There was never a truer rhyme. Let us cast away nothing, for we may live to have need of such a verse. We see it. How now, lambs? Troilus. Cressid, I love thee in so strained a purity that the blessed gods, as angry with my fancy, more bright in zeal than the devotion which cold lips blow to their deities, take thee from me. Cressida. Have the gods envy? Pandarus. Aye, 'tis too plain a case. Cressida. And is it true that I must go from Troy? Troilus. A hateful truth. Cressida. What? And from Troilus too? Troilus. From Troy and Troilus. Cressida. Is possible? Troilus. And suddenly, where injury of chance puts back leave-taking, just less roughly by all time of pause, rudely beguiles our lips of all rejoinder, forcibly prevents our locked embrasures, strangles our dear vows even in the birth of our own laboring breath. We two, that with so many thousand sighs did by each other, must poorly sell ourselves with the rude brevity and discharge of one. Injurious time now with a robber's haste crams his rich thievery up, he knows not how. As many farewells as be stars in heaven, with distinct breath and consigned kisses to them, he fumbles up into a loose adieu, and scants us with a single famished kiss, distaced with the salt of broken tears. Aeneas. Within. My lord, is the lady ready? Troilus. Hark! You are called. Some say the genius cries so to him, that instantly must die. Bid them have patience, she shall come anon. Pandarus. Where are my tears? Rain, to lay this wind, or my heart will be blown up by my throat. Exit. Cressida. I must then to the Grecians. Troilus. No remedy. Cressida. A woeful cressid mongst the merry Greeks. When shall we see again? Troilus. Hear me, my love. Be thou but true of heart. Cressida. I true? How now? What wicked deem is this? Troilus. Nay, we must use expostulation kindly, for it is parting from us. I speak not be thou true as fearing thee, for I will throw my glove to death himself that there's no maculation in thy heart. But be thou true, say I to fashion in my sequent protestation, be thou true, and I will see thee. Cressida. Oh! You shall be exposed, my lord, to dangers as infinite as imminent. But I'll be true. Troilus. And I'll grow friend with danger. Wear this sleeve. Cressida. And you this glove. When shall I see you? Troilus. I will corrupt the Grecian sentinels to give thee nightly visitation. But yet be true. Cressida. O heavens! Be true again. Troilus. Hear why I speak it, love. The Grecian youths are full of quality. They're loving, well compassed, with gifts of nature, flowing and swelling o'er with arts and exercise. How novelty may move, and parts with person, alas, a kind of godly jealousy, which, I beseech you, call a virtuous sin, makes me afeard. Cressida. O heavens! You love me not. Troilus. Die I a villain then? In this I do not call your faith in question so mainly as my merit. I cannot sing, nor heal the high lavolt, nor sweeten talk, nor play at subtle games, fair virtues all, to which the Grecians are most prompt and pregnant, but I can tell that in each grace of these there lurks a still and dumb discoursive devil that tempts most cunningly. But be not tempted. Cressida. Do you think I will? Troilus. No. But something may be done that we will not, and sometimes we are devils to ourselves, when we will tempt the frailty of our powers, presuming on their changeful potency. Aeneas. Within. Nay, good my lord. Troilus. Come, kiss, and let us part. Paris. Within. Brother Troilus. Troilus. Good brother, come you hither, and bring Aeneas and the Grecian with you. Cressida. My lord, will you be true? Troilus. Who I? Alas, it is my vice, my fault. Whiles others fish with craft for great opinion, I with great truth catch mere simplicity, while some with cunning gild their copper crowns, with truth and plainness I do wear mine bare. Fear not my truth, the moral of my wit is plain and true, there's all the reach of it. Enter Aeneas, Paris, Antenor, Deiphobus and Diomedes. Welcome, Sir Diomede. Here is the lady which for Antenor we deliver you. At the port, Lord, I'll give her to thy hand, and by the way possess thee what she is. Entreat her fair, and by my soul, fair Greek, if e'er thou stand at mercy of my sword, named Cressida, and thy life shall be as safe as Priam is in Ilion. Diomedes. Fair Lady Cressida, so please you, save the thanks this prince expects. The lustre in your eye, heaven in your cheek, pleads your fair usage, and to Diomed you shall be mistress, and command him wholly. Troilus. Grecian, thou dost not use me courteously to shame the zeal of my petition to thee in praising her. I tell thee, Lord of Greece, she is as far high-soaring o'er thee. High praises as thou unworthy to be called her servant. I charge thee use her well, even for my charge, for, by the dreadful Pluto, if thou dost not, though the great bulk Achilles be thy guard, I'll cut thy throat. Diomedes. Oh, be not moved, Prince Troilus. Let me be privileged by my place and message to be a speaker free. When I am hence I'll answer to my lust. And know you, Lord, I'll nothing do on charge, to her own worth she shall be prized. But that you say be't so, I speak it in my spirit and honor know. Troilus. Come to the port. I'll tell thee, Diomed, this brave shall oft make thee to hide thy head. Lady, give me your hand, and, as we walk, to our own selves bend we our needful talk. Exeunt Troilus, Cressida, and Diomedes. Sound trumpet. Paris. Hark! Hector's trumpet. Aeneas. How have we spent this morning? The prince must think me tardy and remiss, that swore to ride before him to the field. Paris. 'Tis Troilus' fault. Come to field with him. Deiphobus. Let us make ready straight. Aeneas. Yea, with a bridegroom's fresh alacrity let us address to tend on Hector's heels. The glory of our Troy doth this day lie on his fair worth and single chivalry. Exeunt. Scene V. The Grecian camp. List set out. Enter Ajax, armed, Agamemnon, Achilles, Patroclus, Menelaus, Ulysses, Nestor, and others. Agamemnon. Here art thou in appointment fresh and fair, anticipating time with starting courage. Give with thy trumpet a loud note to Troy, thou dreadful Ajax, that the appalled air may pierce the head of the great combatant, and hail him hither. Ajax. Thou trumpet, there's my purse. Now crack thy lungs and split thy brazen pipe. Blow, villain, till thy sphered biased cheek outswell the colic of puffed Aquilin. Come, stretch thy chest, and let thy eyes spout blood, thou blowest for Hector. Trumpet sounds. Ulysses. No trumpet answers. Achilles. 'Tis but early days. Agamemnon. Is not yon Diomed, with Calchas' daughter? Ulysses. 'Tis he, I ken the manner of his gait, he rises on the toe. That spirit of his in aspiration lifts him from the earth. Enter Diomedes and Cressida. Agamemnon. Is this the Lady Cressida? Diomedes. Even she. Agamemnon. Most dearly welcome to the Greeks, sweet lady. Nestor. Our general doth salute you with a kiss. Ulysses. Yet is the kindness but particular, 'twere better she were kissed in general. Nestor. And very courtly counsel, I'll begin. So much for Nestor. Achilles. I'll take that winter from your lips, fair lady. Achilles bids you welcome. Menelaus. I had good argument for kissing once. Patroclus. But that's no argument for kissing now, for thus popped Paris in his hardiment, and parted thus you and your argument. Ulysses. O deadly gall, and theme of all our scorns, for which we lose our heads to gild his horns. Patroclus. The first was Menelaus' kiss, this, mine, Patroclus kisses you. Menelaus. Oh, this is trim. Patroclus. Paris and I kiss evermore for him. Menelaus. I'll have my kiss, sir. Lady, by your leave. Cressida. In kissing, do you render or receive? Patroclus. Both take and give. Cressida. I'll make my match to live, the kiss you take is better than you give, therefore no kiss. Menelaus. I'll give you boot, I'll give you 3 for 1. Cressida. You are an odd man, give even or give none. Menelaus. An odd man, lady. Every man is odd. Cressida. No, Paris is not, for you know 'tis true that you are odd, and he is even with you. Menelaus. You fillip me oth head. Cressida. No, I'll be sworn. Ulysses. It were no match, your nail against his horn. May I, sweet lady, beg a kiss of you? Cressida. You may. Ulysses. I do desire it. Cressida. Why beg then? Ulysses. Why then, for Venus' sake, give me a kiss when Helen is a maid again, and his. Cressida. I am your debtor, claim it when 'tis due. Ulysses. Never's my day, and then a kiss of you. Diomedes. Lady, a word. I'll bring you to your father. Exit with Cressida. Nestor. A woman of quick sense. Ulysses. Fie, fie upon her. There's language in her eye, her cheek, her lip, nay, her foot speaks, her wanton spirits look out at every joint and motive of her body. Oh! These encounters so glib of tongue that give a coasting welcome ere it comes, and wide unclasp the tables of their thoughts to every tickling reader. Set them down for sluttish spoils of opportunity, and daughters of the game. Trumpet within. All. The Trojans trumpet. Agamemnon. Yonder comes the troop. Enter Hector armed, Aeneas, Troilus, Paris, Deiphobus, and other Trojans, with attendants. Aeneas. Hail, all you state of Greece! What shall be done to him that victory commands? Or do you purpose a victor shall be known? Will you the knights shall to the edge of all extremity pursue each other, or shall be divided by any voice or order of the field? Hector bade ask. Agamemnon. Which way would Hector have it? Aeneas. He cares not, he'll obey conditions. Agamemnon. 'Tis done like Hector. Achilles. But securely done, a little proudly, and great deal misprising the knight opposed. Aeneas. If not Achilles, sir, what is your name? Achilles. If not Achilles, nothing. Aeneas. Therefore Achilles. But whatever, know this, in the extremity of great and little valor and pride excel themselves in Hector, the one almost as infinite as all, the other blank as nothing. Weigh him well, and that which looks like pride is courtesy. This Ajax is half made of Hector's blood, in love whereof half Hector stays at home, half heart, half hand, half Hector comes to seek this blended knight, half Trojan and half Greek. Achilles. A maiden battle then? Oh! I perceive you. Re-enter Diomedes. Agamemnon. Here is Sir Diomed. Go, gentle knight, stand by our Ajax. As you and Lord Aeneas consent upon the order of their fight, so be it, either to the uttermost, or else a breath. The combatants being kin half stints their strife before their strokes begin. Ajax and Hector enter the lists. Ulysses. They are opposed already. Agamemnon. What Trojan is that same that looks so heavy? Ulysses. The youngest son of Priam, a true knight, not yet mature yet matchless, firm of word, speaking in deeds and deedless in his tongue, not soon provoked, nor being provoked soon calmed, his heart and hand both open and both free, for what he has he gives, what thinks he shows, yet gives he not till judgment guide his bounty, nor dignifies an impure thought with breath, manly as Hector, but more dangerous. For Hector in his blaze of wrath subscribes to tender objects, but he in heat of action is more vindicative than jealous love. They call him Troilus, and on him erect a second hope as fairly built as Hector. Thus says Aeneas, one that knows the youth even to his inches, and with private soul, did in great Ilion thus translate him to me. Alarum. Hector and Ajax fight. Agamemnon. They are in action. Nestor. Now, Ajax, hold thine own. Troilus. Hector, thou sleep'st, awake thee. Agamemnon. His blows are well disposed. There, Ajax. Trumpet cease. Diomedes. You must know more. Aeneas. Princes enough, so please you. Ajax. I am not warm yet, let us fight again. Diomedes. As Hector pleases. Hector. Why, then will I know more. Thou art, great lord, my father's sister's son, a cousin german to great Priam's seed. The obligation of our blood forbids a gory emulation twixt us twain. Were thy commixtion Greek and Trojan, so that thou couldst say this hand is Grecian all, and this is Trojan, the sinews of this leg all Greek, and this all Troy. My mother's blood runs on the dexter cheek, and this sinister bounds in my father's, by Jove multipotent. Thou shouldst not bear from me a Greekish member wherein my sword had not impressure made of our rank feud, but the just gods gainsay that any drop thou borrowedst from thy mother, my sacred aunt, should by my mortal sword be drained. Let me embrace thee, Ajax. By him that thunders, thou hast lusty arms. Hector would have them fall upon him thus. Cousin, all honor to thee. Ajax. I thank thee, Hector. Thou art too gentle and too free a man. I came to kill thee, cousin, and bear hence a great addition earned in thy death. Hector. Not Neoptolemus so mirable, on whose bright crest fame with her loudest "O yes" cries this is he, could promise to himself a thought of added honor torn from Hector. Aeneas. There is expectance here from both the sides what further you will do. Hector. We'll answer it, the issue is embracement. Ajax, farewell. Ajax. If I might in entreaties find success, as seld I have the chance, I would desire my famous cousin to our Grecian tents. Diomedes. 'Tis Agamemnon's wish, and great Achilles doth long to see unarmed the valiant Hector. Hector. Aeneas, call my brother Troilus to me, and signify this loving interview to the expectors of our Trojan part. Desire them home. Give me thy hand, my cousin, I will go eat with thee, and see our knights. Agamemnon and the rest of the Greeks come forward. Ajax. Great Agamemnon comes to meet us here. Hector. The worthiest of them tell me name by name, but for Achilles, my own searching eyes shall find him by his large and portly size. Agamemnon. Worthy all arms. As welcome as to one that would be rid of such an enemy. But that's no welcome. Understand more clear, what's past and what's to come is strewed with husks and formless ruin of oblivion. But in this extant moment, faith and troth, strained purely from all hollow bias drawing, bids thee with most divine integrity, from heart of very heart, great Hector, welcome. Hector. I thank thee, most imperious Agamemnon. Agamemnon. To Troilus. My well-famed lord of Troy, no less to you. Menelaus. Let me confirm my princely brother's greeting. You brace of warlike brothers, welcome hither. Hector. Who must we answer? Aeneas. The noble Menelaus. Hector. O you, my lord? By Mars his gauntlet, thanks. Mock not that I affect the untraded oath. Your quondam wife swears still by Venus' glove. She's well, but bade me not commend her to you. Menelaus. Name her not now, sir, she's a deadly tea. Hem. Hector. Oh, pardon, I offend. Nestor. I have, thou gallant Trojan, seen thee oft, laboring for destiny, make cruel way through ranks of Greekish youth, and I have seen thee, as hot as Perseus, spur thy Phrygian steed, despising many forfeits and subduements, when thou hast hung thy advanced sword ith not letting it decline on the declined, that I have said to some my standers by lo, Jupiter is yonder, dealing life. And I have seen thee pause and take thy breath, when that a ring of Greeks have shrapped thee in, like an Olympian wrestling. This have I seen, but this thy countenance, still locked in steel, I never saw till now. I knew thy grandsire, and once fought with him. He was a soldier good, but by great Mars, the captain of us all, never like thee. Oh, let an old man embrace thee, and worthy warrior, welcome to our tents. Aeneas. 'Tis the old Nestor. Hector. Let me embrace thee, good old Chronicle, that hast so long walked hand in hand with time. Most reverend Nestor, I am glad to clasp thee. Nestor. I would my arms could match thee in contention as they contend with thee in courtesy. Hector. I would they could. Nestor. Ha! By this white beard, I'd fight with thee tomorrow. Well, welcome, welcome. I have seen the time. Ulysses. I wonder now how yonder city stands, when we have here her base and pillar by us. Hector. I know your favor, Lord Ulysses, well. Ah, sir, there's many a Greek and Trojan dead, since first I saw yourself and Diomed and Ilion on your Greekish embassy. Ulysses. Sir, I foretold you then what would ensue. My prophecy is but half his journey yet, for yonder walls, that pertly front your town, yon towers, whose wanton tops do bust the clouds, must kiss their own feet. Hector. I must not believe you. There they stand yet, and modestly I think the fall of every Phrygian stone will cost a drop of Grecian blood. The end crowns all, and that old common arbitrator, Time, will one day end it. Ulysses. So to him we leave it. Most gentle and most valiant Hector, welcome. After the general, I beseech you next to feast with me and see me at my tent. Achilles. I shall forestall thee, Lord Ulysses, thou. Now, Hector, I have fed mine eyes on thee. I have with exact view perused thee, Hector, and quoted joint by joint. Hector. Is this Achilles? Achilles. I am Achilles. Hector. Stand fair, I pray thee, let me look on thee. Achilles. Behold thy fill. Hector. Nay, I have done already. Achilles. Thou art too brief. I will the second time, as I would by thee, view thee limb by limb. Hector. Oh, like a book of sport thou'lt read me o'er, but there's more in me than thou understand'st. Why dost thou so oppress me with thine eye? Achilles. Tell me, you heavens, in which part of his body shall I destroy him? Whether there, or there, or there? That I may give the local wound a name, and make distinct the very breach whereout Hector's great spirit flew. Answer me, heavens. Hector. It would discredit the blessed gods, proud man, to answer such a question. Stand again. Think'st thou to catch my life so pleasantly as to prenominate in nice conjecture where thou wilt hit me dead? Achilles. I tell thee, yea. Hector. Wert thou an oracle to tell me so, I'd not believe thee. Henceforth guard thee well, for I'll not kill thee there, nor there, nor there, but by the forge that stidly mars his helm, I'll kill thee everywhere, yea, o'er and o'er. You wisest Grecians, pardon me this brag. His insolence draws folly from my lips, but I'll endeavor deeds to match these words, or may I never Ajax. Do not chafe thee, cousin, and you, Achilles, let these threats alone till accident or purpose bring you to't. You may have every day enough of Hector, if you have stomach. The general state, I fear, can scarce entreat you to be odd with him. Hector. I pray you let us see you in the field. We have had pelting wars since you refused the Grecians' cause. Achilles. Dost thou entreat me, Hector? Tomorrow do I meet thee, fell as death, tonight all friends. Hector. Thy hand upon that match. Agamemnon. First, all you peers of Greece, go to my tent, there in the full convive we. Afterwards, as Hector's leisure and your bounty shall concur together, severally entreat him. Beat loud the tambourines, let the trumpets blow, that this great soldier may his welcome know. Exeunt all but Troilus and Ulysses. Troilus. My lord Ulysses, tell me, I beseech you, in what place of the field doth Calchas keep? Ulysses. At Menelaus' tent, most princely Troilus. There Diomed doth feast with him tonight, who either looks upon the heaven nor earth, but gives all gaze and bent of amorous view on the fair Cressid. Troilus. Shall I, sweet lord, be bound to you so much, after we part from Agamemnon's tent, to bring me thither? Ulysses. You shall command me, sir. As gentle tell me of what honor was this Cressida in Troy? Had she no lover there that wails her absence? Troilus. Oh, sir, to such as boasting show their scars a mock is due. Will you walk on, my lord? She was beloved, she loved, she is, and doth, but still sweet love is food for fortune's tooth. Exeunt.